Okay, welcome back to the Pet Garage. Well, I was cleaning up the handle and noticed there was this piece of wedge stuck in there. And when I pulled it out with my needle nose pliers, I found that there was a bit of a crack in here. Now, this handle's was made with the right piece of wood. They've got a nice straight grain going down it, but for whatever reason, this grain line runs down to here, so it's great. You want your grain lines to run from the head as straight as possible to the other end of the handle so that you reduce cracking. But with the wedge that they put in here, they overstressed it and create a crack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I've got it opened up, got the screwdriver stuck in here. I'm going to work some wood glue down into here and fill that up, and hopefully we can rebond that. And then once I get the head back on it, it'll be constraining the eye, or the part of the handle that goes in the eye, and we'll keep it from cracking any further. But I just want to get the glue in there so that we don't have any problems down the line. So go ahead and squirt a little bit of this wood glue into the crack. And I think it's going to be more of a rubbing it in, working it in, and blowing it in. And run my finger over it, and it'll kind of shove it down in there a little bit. And then I'll get this old steak knife, use it to guide it, draw it down into further into the crack. And if I can squirt a little bit from this end. And as I open it, stretch it open a little bit, hopefully more of it will wick its way down in there. Now I've already applied a coat of linseed oil on the handle, so I have to scrape off any excess glue when I'm done and reapply. I usually like to put a couple coats on there to keep them moisturized and sealed up, and it's good because it doesn't leave a slick finish. I use, like I said, linseed oil on most of my handles for that reason. It doesn't leave behind a slick finish, which is kind of bad for your grip, and it protects it, gives some moisture to the wood, helps keep from drying out and rotting, and of course, like I said, protects it from stuff soaking into it as much. Let's take a look. We'll work some in from the other side as well. Squirting out in one spot. Good. It's hard to get it as the crack gets narrower. It's harder to get the glue down in there, but we'll work in what we can and see if we can't heal this up to some extent where it will it'll bond back together again, and won't have to worry about it. Gotta take that out. Wipe that excess off. I'll just put it up in the eye here. And I suppose while I'm at it, I'll take this opportunity to add a little sawdust to the mix. Bag of sawdust, previous project, probably making a handle for something. Saved it with a couple big chunks, we need those. On a screw, that's what she said. So, work a little sawdust down in there. Follow it up with a little glue. And the sawdust will fill some of that opening that was made by that past wedge. It'll soak up the glue and bond together. It's not going to be like a solid piece of wood, but again, this is under the eye of on the head, so not too worried about that. When we drive the wedge in, it'll give it some material to press against, because I'm planning on putting the same wedge back into it. There, that's a little bit better. Blade straight there, and then I'll probably just take one of my hose clamps and clamp it on here to squeeze it all together, hold it tight while the glue sets up. So, helpful hints for fixing a crack in a handle, and adding sawdust and wood glue together to make a putty that will bond to the wood and act as a filler. So, hope you enjoyed this part of Pack Garage. So there it is with the clamp on it. Give it another, scrape this excess glue off and add it to my wedge pocket. All right, there it is.